All right, guys. So I stumbled across this interesting story from ABC News regarding a TikToker, Mary Frances Donnelly, who's also a teacher. Name on TikTok is like MaryFran or something like that. And she does these TikToks, these series of TikToks in which she highlights her life as a fat person, as somebody that is obese in this country, and the issues that she has to deal with in regards to being a plus size person. There's a video that she came out with that I want to show you guys that she said, quote, "This video was a way of highlighting a very real stress I felt for years and have only recently begun to unpack as I have looked at my existence as a fat/plus size person in this world," Donnelly told Good Morning America. Okay, so I want you guys to see this video that she talks about, in which she's essentially accusing the hotel of being fatphobic.
Welcome to our hotel's Fatphobic. With me, your host, your resident fat, MaryFran. Come hither. Let's take a look at the bathroom. As one might see, it looks normal. Would you like to take a pee or a poop? Don't worry, you'll barely fit. Perhaps a shower. Oh, need a towel to dry off? Don't worry, it won't fit. Oh, yes, so nice. I'm ready to go outside. Oh.
So obviously, guys, she's trying to make light of the situation, right? She's not really making a huge deal out of the fact that the hotel is not accommodating to bigger people. But I wanted to talk about this because this issue is kind of personal for me to a certain extent, right? Being a former bigger person, fat person, whatever you want to call it, like somebody that's genetically predispositioned to being fatter and then getting in shape. I really hate the fat acceptance movement, okay? Because to me, it's just a part of a broader movement to try to make everything acceptable in society that honestly should not be acceptable, right? Everything in our society cannot be acceptable, right? We cannot be accommodating to everybody, right? And this movement right here is really harmful, right? It actually kills people. Right, it kills people at a much higher rate than what a lot of these woke revolutionaries go out here in the street and protest about, talking about systemic racism and police brutality. Obesity kills way more people than those things ever will kill. Okay, this is the real issue that people should be marching about, right? And again, I think the fat acceptance movement is really harmful, right? And there's no excuse for it because there's no excuse for anybody being obese, right? So let's read it here. She says in this interview with ABC News, quote, "Body size shouldn't be a deterrent from traveling. It shouldn't even be a part of a thought process," she said. "But those anxieties are very, very real because larger body people like myself know that it is inevitable." Donnelly isn't alone. The comment sections on her videos are flooded with people in solidarity, offering up similar experiences. Quote, "I travel with my own bath sheet and pool towel to avoid the tiny towel debacle shown in the TikTok video." Annette Richmond, founder of Fat Girls Traveling, told GMA, "I have to become a travel detective while booking accommodations, investigating the hotel chairs and bed frames, avoiding plastic chairs with arms and metal bed frames at all costs because they can buckle under pressure." Okay, so this is the issue, right? Everybody thinks they should be accommodated. The reason why these hotel amenities, right, and this equipment is the size that it is because it's designed for people who are of normal size, right? And hotels should not be required to accommodate you just because you are larger than normal or a lot larger than normal, because even people that are larger than normal, they don't have the issue of breaking chairs, like having chairs buckle under them, right? Like, if you're so big that you can't fit on the toilet, right? You can't fit on the toilet seat. That's an issue. That's a personal problem, right? You can't expect a hotel to redesign their whole bathroom to accommodate bigger people. Okay, you have the issue of space. Space costs money, right? Square footage costs money. And the amount of entitlement shown by some people in this society, it really just blows my mind. It really does. Again, if chairs are breaking because you're that big or you're that heavy, again, the chair is not the problem. The hotel is not the problem. You're the problem. But people don't want to do self-reflection. The message this sends to plus-size travelers, Donnie said, is that a vacation can't truly be a vacation. Travelers either have to deal with humiliation or prime a trip with hours of research into what a room sizing and amenities may look like, she said. Quote, simple things like towel size or whether a chair is stable enough to hold a person's weight is completely disregarded and chalked up to the traveler's issue, she said, because it is your issue. It furthers the narrative that larger body people are expected to roll with the punches and accept this sort of treatment because since the dawn of diet culture time, we've been made to feel like we're the problem. But you do have a problem, right? Nobody is trying to openly discriminate against people who are bigger or, you know, treat you any different. But what you're essentially asking for is everybody else to have to act different or to accommodate you. That's what you're asking for because you're not normal, right? And it's not like you were born that way and that you can't change it, because you can change it. You know, diet, exercise, you know, nutrition, eating less calories than you burn. Anybody, for the most part, unless you have some genetic condition, which most people don't, in regards to their metabolism, you can lose weight and be at a healthy weight. You know, obesity is an epidemic in this country, right? We have an obese society, and that puts strains on our healthcare system, right? That costs taxpayers money. You're already being accommodated because taxpayers are paying for you. They're paying for your lifestyle. We all put money into the healthcare system, guys, right? That healthcare system, right? Medicare, Medicaid, a lot of those people have issues because of their weight, because of their lifestyle, right? And down the road, this person who probably is far left, who probably advocates for universal health care, is going to put more strain on the system than normal people because, you know, they think that it's okay to, you know, to be bigger than everybody else and that's supposed to be healthy. And then they want to complain about not being accommodated when they're already being accommodated. Again, it just blows my mind. Diet culture is the root of the issue, Richmond said. Quote, it perpetuates a narrative that to be happy, healthy, worthy, respected, or lovable, you must fit within certain beauty standards, she said. These beauty standards value thinness, whiteness, and proximity to whiteness above all. I celebrate my big hips, curves, rolls, and dips, and the fact that my bigger body needs more space. Oh my God. So guys, I did this story because I wanted to get away from talking about race, right? For my last story for the day, but unfortunately I can't. Because apparently being thin is associated with whiteness. Being in shape, not overeating, and not being obese apparently is reserved just for white people. Anytime these people want to make something acceptable that has nothing to do with race, right? All you have to do is just say, well, that's a characteristic of whiteness, right? In order to make your argument. That's all they got to do. Okay? And it's really insulting. It's really insulting. It really is. So apparently, you know, in this society, you know, white people are the only people that work hard. They're the only people that are in shape. They're the only people that can get ahead. They're the only people that can do anything, that have a life worth living according to these far left people, right? And apparently, you know, if you're fat, that takes away from your whiteness. So I don't know. It's up to the hotel and travel industries to reevaluate how they think about traveler comfort and include plus-size travelers in the equation, according to Richmond. The bottom line for every business is money, but customer satisfaction and retention play a major role, she said. In order to stay in business, you must meet the changing needs of the customer. The fat traveler refuses to be body shamed and demands to be accommodated. We're willing and ready to give our money to those doing it willingly and consistently. The travel industry bases itself on serving people and delivering an experience that's elevated, and excluding or expecting a community of people to just deal with it is contrary to what they're there for, Donnelly said. With her videos, Donna hopes that people know they're not alone. Quote, I hope that people see these videos and can smile and laugh at my humor and know that they are not alone in their worries. She said, even though I'm confident in my body and presence in the world, I also have moments where I get upset about hotel towels and bathrooms. Okay, so she's upset because the hotels don't want to pay for plus size towels and create extra space so she can fit on the toilet and stuff like that. And like I said, guys, this is just entitlement. It really is. And again, to me, this is personal because I know that this is something that can be changed. And I hate when people try to act like this is something that can't be changed, as if these people, you know, are living a normal lifestyle, and they're not. Ultimately, it's going to end up hurting a lot of people and killing a lot of people down the road. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be obese or that you can't, you know, be overweight or whatever. Matter of fact, you know, if you're watching this video right now and you're overweight or you're dealing with weight issues, I'm not shaming you, right? You are free to live your life. But I will say that you can fix that. You can change that about yourself if that's what you want to do. But if you refuse to change, then you shouldn't expect the rest of society to accommodate you because of that choice that you made. That's outside of the norm. And like I said, guys, you know, this type of stuff to me is just really a part of a broader movement in which they want everybody to just accept any and everything, even if it's obviously not good for people. It's not good for society. But you just have to because people are entitled, right? They don't want their feelings to be hurt. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.